I could hear the sound of the high-pitched tools of the dentist ringing in my ears. The pain as if he was drilling up my nose and into my brain. Inhaling that horrible dust with tooth decay and chemicals. Tasting my own blood. My entire face was completely numb, and I was in so much pain that I couldn't even scream for help. I began sobbing like a helpless baby, and tears were rolling down my face, as I could not take a single more minute of the torture. All of this because of a tooth that fell out while I was brushing my teeth. There was this incredible pressure in my skull. My ears started ringing louder and louder. I felt a stabbing pain right up to my eye, and then I blacked out. After what seemed like an eternity, I woke up confused. Not on the dentist chair, but lying in a hospital bed. A doctor, whom I have never seen before, saw the shock and confusion on my face and tried to calm me down, telling me not to be scared, that a week had passed and I had made it. I could not believe what was happening. My infection had spread in the network of nerves feeding every single tooth in my mouth. I could feel it myself. My face was throbbing in pain. Everything in my mouth hurt, as if I was chewing on razor-filled ice cubes, slashing my gums, teeth, and entire mouth. Little did I know back then how wrong the doctor was, and how my life was still in grave danger, all because of a damn tooth. But you see, this terrifying experience pushed me on a roller coaster of discoveries, which made me realize all the endless lies peddled by the dental industry, interested just in sucking over billions and billions of dollars out of the pockets of innocent, God-fearing patients like you and me. If I died, for them I would have been just another number, ready to be swiped under the rug. But after barely surviving this tragic episode, I came back at them with a vengeance. I was so angry at being fooled and humiliated that I didn't stop until I had found a completely natural, inexpensive, and easy solution that can rebuild your gums and teeth, making them stronger than ever, stop the pain and gum bleeding once and for all, and finally eliminate the pesky bad breath, annoying cavities, disgusting plaque, and yellow teeth. But you want to know the best part? This unique solution I'm about to share with you is already making thousands of dentists all over the world shiver with fear because it's extremely effective, works for anybody, no matter the age or medical condition, and offers fast and long-lasting results no matter how advanced your tooth decay might be, practically for free. That's why you need to stick with me in the next 5 minutes to find out why a visit to your dentist can do more harm than good and actually put your life at risk. Why more and more countries are urgently banning this popular type of dental filling, but not the US. And you'll see the latest research on how microscopical bits of mercury are slowly poisoning you and what you can do to prevent this from happening to you. I'll also reveal, for the first time ever, a simple saliva spit test leaked by some brave, renegade doctors from the University of Southern California School of Dentistry. You can do this quick test right away with no pain and no fuss from the very comfort of your home. And you'll finally see, without a shadow of a doubt, how badly your teeth are affected by decay and what you should do about it immediately. Plus, I'm going to show you why this specific brushing technique, seen in 90% of the TV toothpaste commercials and recommended by dentists for decades now, actually harms your teeth, inflames your gums, and deepens your cavities, exposing the painful nerve endings. But that's not all. I will also reveal why the root cause of tooth decay is not genetics, old age, sugary food and drinks, or not cleaning your teeth well. According to a recent study from the prestigious University of Paris-Diderot, tooth decay is caused by recently discovered toxic clogs that are blocking the blood veins, suffocating the teeth from the inside, killing them. The scientists' results clearly showed that in 97% from the 1,276 people they tested, these toxic clogs were the main culprit for their tooth decay. And you can know for sure that those clogs are there if you have puffy gums or spit blood whenever you brush your teeth. That is why you need to act fast. But do not worry, because in a few minutes, you will find out how to destroy and flush these clogs away. Not only will you have the power to get rid of tooth decay, bad breath, and bad breath once and for all, you'll also never have to face a dentist for horrifying, life-threatening procedures again. Because this solution is so simple that you can start using it right now in the comfort of your home in less than 60 seconds, and so incredibly powerful that it has been scientifically proven to work regardless of your age, diet, tooth cleaning habits, medical condition, or the severity of your tooth decay, without you spending a single dollar on terrifying dental treatments, dangerous chemical-filled medications, risky surgeries, or expensive dental implants. In fact, this inexpensive method is so amazing that not only did it send shockwaves across the medical establishment, but many doctors see it as a miraculous key that can unlock teeth rejuvenation. I know this sounds unbelievable, especially if you've been suffering from tooth decay and terrible pain, trying along the time countless dental treatments and medication that showed no results. But even if your dentist told you that there's no escape from tooth decay whatsoever, and that your only solution is to throw all your hard-earned savings in teeth reconstruction on implants, it's crucial that you stick with me until the very end of my story, because in a few moments, you'll be able to finally save your teeth and smile once and for all. Just imagine, no more throbbing pain, no more decaying teeth and bad breath, no more risking serious infections or even losing your teeth while brushing them, no more stuffing yourself with medications hoping the pulsating tooth agony will stop for just 1 second, never having to cover your mouth in embarrassment. Instead, being able to smile widely, showing your perfect teeth. Eat whatever you want without the fear of developing cavities or crack a tooth. Being able to kiss your wife, husband, or your kids without them pushing you away in disgust. And never, ever having to set foot in a dental office again. Just like more than 61,000 other people did. People just like Mary Kay, 58, from Cincinnati, Ohio, who wrote, "My teeth were so bad that I got to a point where I had to blend my food to be able to eat it. It was awful. I would have been doomed to suffer in pain for my whole life. Thank God I stumbled upon your solution. Now not only do I eat whatever I want, but I also smile with every chance I get." Or Michael T., 61, from Crown Point, Indiana, who wrote, "My teeth were in an awful state. I had no money for a dentist, no insurance, so there was not much that I could do about it. Until one day when I saw your video and I said to give your product a try. I could not believe my eyes when, day by day, my teeth were becoming healthier and whiter and my gums were not bleeding anymore. I hope more people discover this cheap solution." Or Jenny R., 47, from Glendale, Arizona, who wrote, "It was my smile that made my husband fall in love with me 20 years ago. But my teeth problems got me to the point where he could not even stand to stay next to me. Now, thanks to your solution, my husband fell in love with my smile all over again. Thank you a million times." All these people can now smile from the bottom of their hearts, and you can soon join them too. So let's not waste any more time. My name is Michael Clark, and the incredible story you're about to hear is 100% true. I am 51 years old, and I am a medical sales representative. I live with my wife Sarah and our 2 beautiful daughters in a small village near Detroit, Michigan. I have always had healthy white teeth and only about 4 small cavities over the years. I went to the dentist for checkups every 2 years and not every 6 months as specialists recommend. This happened because, on one hand, I knew that my teeth were okay, on the other hand, due to my fear of dentists, which I had since childhood. So I can say I was a lucky guy when it came to my teeth health. But all this took a dramatic turn at the age of 49 when something weird started to happen. First, I noticed an increased sensitivity, feeling sharp pain when I was drinking very hot or cold beverages, and bad breath which would not go away no matter how much mouthwash I used, how often I would brush my teeth or floss, or how much gum I could chew. In a matter of weeks, the short-lived tooth pain turned into a constant ache. It was not something unbearable, let's say a 4 from a scale of 1 to 10, and the painkillers quickly calmed it down. But what puzzled me was that I could not pinpoint where the pain was coming from. It was not a single tooth, but several, all hurting at the same time in the same way. Besides, when I checked them in a mirror, I could not see any cavities or even tartar buildup. So there was no visible cause for my pain. The days went by, I got caught with work and everyday life, and so I chose the easy way out, the wrong way out, relying on pills to keep the pain under control. But after a few months of pain and bad breath, I finally decided it was time to go to my dentist for a check. He also told me he did not see anything unusual, except for some tartar which he quickly removed. The dentist simply advised me, the usual. Brush my teeth after every meal, even after I snacked, and use mouthwash and flossing. Which, back then, I thought was the correct thing to do, right? But little did I know that in fact, his professional advice actually did more harm than good to my teeth, as I will explain in just a minute. I did what my dentist recommended, but my problems only got worse. I was experiencing sharp pain when biting an apple or any other solid food. Even a cracker gave me excruciating pain. I also noticed that my teeth turned yellow with dark brown spots on them. The pain became a throbbing toothache that would not go away, not even with painkillers. Not to mention the obnoxious breath that made me sick to my stomach, let alone my medical supplies customers. Soon, my sales started to drop. As a sales agent, your smile is your greatest asset, your entry. It gets people to stop and listen to you, and it can make a big difference in your ability to close sales, or to make other people like you more, for that matter. Studies have shown that people are much more eager to buy when they see a smile and even feel more attracted to them. But with my Beetlejuice teeth and putrid breath, finding customers and closing new deals turned into a struggle, which was very unusual to me. For the past years, I have constantly been the employee of the month with the highest sales in the company. But with my sales starting to drop, my throne was taken by my younger colleague, Chris, and his perfect smile. For the past 2 months, I did not close any new deals, and besides that, some of my older customers told my boss that they would prefer I would be replaced with Chris. This was outrageous. I had to do something about this before I would lose my job. And as this wasn't bad enough for me, I noticed that my dear wife, Sarah, was not as affectionate as she used to be. We used to kiss goodnight, and she would cuddle in my arms until she fell asleep. In the morning, we would wake up 10 minutes earlier just to spend a little more time snuggling. But all these stopped once my teeth problems began. Lately, I would find Sarah long asleep or pretending to be sleeping when I entered the bedroom, and in the morning when I woke up, she was already gone. Feeling rejected by my wife and lonely was 1,000 times worse than having troubles at work. My sales dropped 70%. I was a stranger to my wife. I could not speak to anyone without them turning their heads in disgust, and my daughters always ran to their room when they saw me coming home. My teeth problems ruined my life. And as much as I tried to avoid this, I had to go back to my dentist. And even though only 2 months had passed since my last visit, when he saw me, he was shocked by the extent of my teeth damage. He asked me if I had strictly followed his advice on how often to brush my teeth, flossing and using mouthwash. To his surprise, I had been doing everything right, cleaning my teeth rigorously, and I tried to eat only healthy food, which was very difficult for me as a sales agent always on the road. "Mr. Clark," he said, "in my opinion, you have hidden tooth cavities which cannot be detected on visual examination and not even on x-ray." He continued to explain that, taking into consideration the extent of my tooth damage and how fast it spreads, the only solution for me at that point was to start extensive tooth procedures as soon as possible. He also mentioned that I should be prepared for some extractions and implants because some of the teeth were already beyond repair. At that point, I was willing to do anything to stop this madness and save my job and my marriage. And this is how I became a slave to expensive and painful dental procedures. For me, this was a roller coaster dental journey. I say roller coaster because with every tooth the dentist fixed, another would become a victim of decay. Every 2 days, a new procedure and more money spent: root canals, dental crowns, dental fillings, wisdom teeth removal. The first quote from my dentist was $1,500 for a root canal, $600 for 3 fillings, and $3,000 for 3 dental crowns. These were only minor procedures, because the most expensive ones, the dental implants, were about to cost $2,000 each. The costs were so high that I had to take money from my daughter's college savings without telling my wife. I was thinking that I'll put the money back once this madness is over and my sales and bonuses will get back to normal, not knowing that only a few weeks later I would lose my job. But my dentist said that everything was under control and that he will give me my perfect smile back, and I trusted him. I was hopeful he would indeed manage to restore my teeth, but with each visit, he would add more and more procedures to the list, saying that he had never seen such an aggressive tooth decay. It was as if my teeth would deteriorate overnight. But although I was paying big money to fix my teeth, my sales would not return to normal. A few weeks later, my boss calls me into his office, telling me that I do not bring any profit to the company anymore, and that even my current customers ask for me to be replaced with someone else. He added that I was his most valuable employee, but that in such a competitive market, there is no room for pity. I had 1 month to look for another job. After 20 years at this company, bringing more profit than all the other sales agents together, I was kicked out like a dog in the rain. Even though it was devastating for me to leave the company in such a disgraceful manner, I decided to act like a true professional and a man of honor, as my parents have taught me, and went on to fulfill all my last medical supplies orders. I couldn't believe when I saw the very last order was to Will Parker, a very good friend of mine who happened to own a small natural pharmacy. I told him how that was my last delivery because I had been fired. He listened to my entire story, how once my teeth problem started, my sales dropped, and I did not bring any new customers in months. But most importantly, how my problems only seemed to get worse even if I had started extensive dental procedures paying thousands of dollars. Will said that his wife was having the same problems, struggling with rampant tooth decay. He had managed to slow down the damage, but he did not seem to figure out how the root cause of all these issues, and neither could their family dentist. He gave me a small paper bag filled with some plants and told me to make an infusion and rinse my mouth with it after every meal. The infusion would not only clear away the bacteria and acids in the mouth, but also ease the pain. He told me that this was all that he could do for me, since he did not know much about what was causing all these issues. I put the bag in my pocket and told him that I still had hope that my dentist had everything under control and I would have my perfect teeth back in my job. Little did I know that, soon enough, my whole life would take a dramatic turn. The next morning, I was brushing my teeth when I felt something move in my mouth. I felt a jolt of panic and I tried touching the area with my tongue. And to my horror, something came loose, and before I knew it, I was staring at my own molar in the sink. I kept trying to convince myself, it's just a crown, it's just a crown. But damn it, there it was, bloody with roots and everything. I looked at myself in the mirror, blood and drool dripping out of the side of my mouth, and I felt such an uncontrollable anger erupt out of me. I ran to the phone and called the dentist demanding an explanation. And he seemed completely unfazed, like you heard of his patients' teeth falling out of their mouths every single day. He even dared tell me that it was a good thing the tooth had fallen out on its own, that I wouldn't have to pay for an extraction. I slammed the phone and tried to get an appointment with another dentist, but they were all booked for weeks and I could not wait that long. I was angry, in pain, and terrified of losing my teeth one by one, so I called back my dentist and agreed to whatever he proposed. I felt defeated. I said yes to the implant, to the deep cleaning, to more implants in the near future. I could only hope that he would somehow manage to end this suffering. The next day, in the waiting room, I felt like a man on death row. Nothing good would come out of this. You know that pit in your stomach and how your heart races when you just know that something bad is about to happen? I should have listened to my instincts telling me to run away, but I got into the dentist chair. He explained that he needed to clean and disinfect the area to make sure that everything was well prepared for the procedure. And then it all started. I felt like the anesthesia did nothing but freeze my face. I could still feel the shrieking drill probing into my skull. The pain was so intense, I was sweating and dug my nails into the chair. I wish I could speak. I wish I could scream at him to stop because it was just too much. And then he touched something inside my mouth, and I had never felt pain like that in my entire life. Like my head was ripped to pieces from the inside. Then I blacked out. After what seemed like an eternity later, I woke up confused on a hospital bed. I had no clue where I was, and my last memory was still of the torture I had suffered. Slowly I came about and realized that the doctor talking to me was not my dentist. It was the ER doctor who had made sure that I survived the entire week I was out cold. Nothing made sense. Why was I in an emergency room? Why were all these tubes coming out of me? The doctor insisted that I had a severe infection that had spread and there was nothing anyone could have done for me. Nothing anyone could have done so I didn't nearly die from a tooth? I would have gone mad with anger right in that minute if I wasn't still in so much pain. A week later, and my mouth still felt as if I had come out of a boxing match. The bills for my hospital stay destroyed our budget, so doing any further work in my teeth was out of the question. I went back home and looked at my mouth turning more swollen and more infected every day. All of my teeth were turning yellow, and then they started turning brown. Eating solid food was out of the question. Even drinking water at room temperature felt like agony. After countless dental procedures and spending my daughter's college savings, I was still on the point of losing all my teeth. I was on the verge of desperation. All the effort done had been in vain. I was back to square one, but after seeing my wife and daughter still avoiding me as much as possible was slowly killing me. And the thought of being unemployed, not being able to provide for my family took a toll on my mental health. How could I let my teeth problems get me to this point? How could I trust that a dentist would act in my interest and not his? There was no doubt that I would not step a single foot in a dental office ever again, so I had to take the matter into my own hands and find a solution to save what was left of my teeth. I started doing my own research, spending hours in front of the computer. I even sent an email to all the doctors I have delivered medical supplies to let them know if they knew of any alternative solution or remedy for rampant tooth decay. 2 weeks later, I received an email from my friend Will Parker sending me a link to a research made by the West Virginia University and a short message saying, "Michael, I am so sorry to hear about your situation. I cannot believe that this happened to you. As you know, my wife has similar dental problems, so over the past months, I've also looked for answers to my questions. I found this study about certain chemicals in drinking water, which are the culprit for rampant tooth decay in children. I'm not sure if this applies to adults too, but I will try to find more information about this. I hope the study helps you in your research. Please keep me posted on your progress. All the best and good health." This instantly made me wonder, if this study found the chemicals in water as a cause of tooth decay, could this be applied to toxins and chemicals from the environment too? Meaning the air we breathe, the soil in which our food grows, and the products that touch our skin. I had to follow this track and find out more, so I continued my research. Soon enough, I found another study, this time from the National Institute of Health, which said that the BPA chemical found in the plastics we use every day is responsible for many health issues, including our teeth problems. The BPA is an industrial chemical used since the 1960s in the production of plastics, among which certain containers that store our food and beverages. The chemical can leak from the plastic into our food, water, or snacks, and from there into our bodies. So even if you think that you are buying organic food, if it is packed in a plastic wrap or bag, it might be contaminated with BPA. I immediately thought how, being on the road every day because of my job, I always ate my lunch from plastic containers and drank my water, coffee, and tea from plastic bottles. But besides the BPA in plastic, which is the most dangerous, our bodies are assaulted and suffocated by hundreds of different toxic chemicals on a daily basis. Chemicals in the environment enter from our bodies through the food we eat, the liquids we drink, the air we breathe, and everyday cosmetic and cleaning products that touch our skin. Our body's natural detox system is responsible for flushing away all these harmful agents. But with such an overflow of toxins, our system is overwhelmed. But what I read next left me speechless. Because the body cannot flush away all these toxins, many of them are stored in our body tissue, blood, and bones, creating a body burden or toxic overload. Toxins continue to accumulate in our bodies, gluing to each other, forming toxic clogs. These toxic clogs attach to our internal organs, slowly damaging them, making us sick and tired all the time. But another thing they do is enter our bloodstream and travel along veins and arteries. The teeth are the end of the line for these toxic clogs. They get trapped inside the gums and roots of the teeth, causing pockets of infection that eat away the tooth from the inside, making it weaker and weaker until it falls. These clogs also prevent the teeth from getting the much needed nutrients from the food you eat, basically starving them. They become weaker and more vulnerable to acids and bacteria in the mouth. But how can you know that toxic clogs are causing your tooth decay? Here is a simple 10-second test. According to the University of Southern California School of Dentistry, there is a simple saliva test that you can do, and it only takes 5 seconds. The wrist lick test will show you if your teeth are affected by decay. You just have to lick your wrists, wait between 5 and 10 seconds, then smell it. If it smells bad, then toxic clogs are already suffocating your teeth, which are in an advanced state of decay. I did the quick test and the smell almost knocked me down. Oh, poor Sarah. She was a lionheart for putting up with me and my horror breath for such a long time. And it also made sense why people could not even stand to listen to me and quickly close the door behind me. But our teeth are not only suffocated by the toxic clogs and attacked by bacteria and acids in our mouth, but by something else too. I could not believe my eyes when I read black on white numerous studies from the Silent Spring Institute of Massachusetts, the Public Health Institute in California, Harvard University, and the University of Plymouth. All these studies showed how the chemicals in certain dental floss and commonly used mouthwash damage our gums and teeth, and how using too much toothpaste and the wrong brushing technique make the teeth thinner and more vulnerable to decay. How come my dentist never told me about these things? These studies were released years ago, so it's impossible he never heard about them. On the contrary, he advised me to brush my teeth every time I ate something, even if this meant cleaning them 6 times a day. And guess what? I was unknowingly harming my teeth. The American Dental Association says brushing your teeth more than 2 times a day can thin out the outer layer of the tooth, making it vulnerable to bacteria and acid. And that the right way to brush them is by gently moving the brush back and forth in short, tooth-wide strokes and not in tiny circles as my dentist had told me. Unfortunately, for both me and you, all this information is either carefully hidden from us or twisted by dentists who only want to stuff their pockets with our money. And not only this, but some of them knowingly poison us. How? With amalgam dental fillings that have been used since the 19th century and are still used in many dental clinics, though they have been banned in many countries. It is estimated that more than 100 million Americans have such fillings. But why are they so dangerous? Because they contain 50% liquid mercury, 32% silver, and small amounts of zinc, copper, and tin. Back then, mercury was considered harmless, but later studies showed that this liquid metal can have life-threatening side effects. Microscopical bits of mercury are released into your saliva every time you chew solid food, grind your teeth, chew gum, or drink hot liquids. Once mercury reaches your bloodstream, you could experience tremors, insomnia, headaches, nerve damage, kidney problems, even respiratory failure. Why isn't the government doing anything about this? Because they fear a possible backlash to an outright ban. Openly announcing that amalgam fillings are unsafe could trigger millions of people to storm into dental clinics asking for the removal of these dental fillings. But there is another thing they fear, that people would sue the authorities if they link their health problems to these fillings. So I seriously doubt that dentists have no idea about this, and I truly believe that some of them willingly use these fillings because they are cheap, not caring that we can get seriously ill. Besides this, no dental procedure can 100% restore your teeth, and here's why. You see, every day your teeth are constantly injected with toxins which suffocate and weaken the tooth from the inside. The bacteria and acid in your mouth take advantage of this weakness to eat away at your tooth, leading to rampant tooth decay. That is why, by the time the dentist can see the damage done, it's already too late and all the dental procedures aimed at saving the tooth are in vain. It is as if trying to save a wall by painting it and making it look pretty on the outside, when on the inside it is eaten by dampness and mold. Everything I read made so much sense. I wanted to understand more about these toxic clogs and if there was any way to stop them from killing my teeth. But no matter how many nights I would spend looking for information on the internet or the local library, I could not find anything. Was there really no solution? I phoned my friend Will and told him what I had discovered and how I could not find anything on how to eliminate the toxic clogs. He told me to meet the next day because he had some information for me too. It seems that this discovery was exactly the missing piece of my puzzle. If I was looking for information on what destroys the teeth, he was focusing on what can restore them. He showed me a recent research he found in the Scientific Dental Journal about the revolutionary cells in our body. These cells are able to detect damage done to the tooth and start repairing it from the inside. These cells, which we call dental rebuilders, regenerate the tooth layer by layer, keeping it healthy and strong. They are the first line of defense, being able to tirelessly rebuild the tooth affected by caries. But the toxic clogs not only suffocate the teeth, preventing them from getting their nutrients from food, but they also suffocate the dental rebuilders, stopping them from doing their very important job. With the interior layers deteriorating, the enamel, which is our outer layer and the shield of the tooth, does not have the support it needs to withstand the bacterial attack in the mouth. Our body's natural detox system was not designed for the hundreds of chemicals we are exposed to in everyday life. That is why our ancestors' teeth endure for millions of years in the fossil record, while ours cannot seem to last a lifetime in our mouths. Our ancestors ate only natural food and were not exposed to hundreds of toxic chemicals as we are today. Another solid proof for this is the fact that even our pets, who often eat human food and drink tap water, get cavities, while wild animals don't. Wild animals that live far away from industrialized cities have not yet gotten in contact with these harmful toxins. Therefore, their teeth stay healthy and strong. Everything made sense now. The toxic clogs are killing the tooth from the inside, causing pockets of infection and abscesses. The acids and bacteria are damaging the enamel, causing cavities and plaque buildup. The dental rebuilders can repair the tooth and support the enamel, but the toxic clogs prevent them from working efficiently. I could not believe that the puzzle was complete, but the difficult part was yet to come. How could we eliminate the toxic clogs to clear out the breathing airways for the teeth and boost the activity of dental rebuilders? Suddenly, I saw Will's face light up and his eyes sparkle. I cannot believe I did not think about this until now. The plant infusion I had been preparing for my wife to swish around the mouth only kills bacteria and soothes the pain for a short period of time. But this is by far not strong enough to destroy and eliminate these toxic clogs and boost the dental rebuilders. It was as if I was shooting with blank bullets. But now I know what I have to do. He said he would need more time to test some plants and other natural ingredients in his laboratory. Wait, what laboratory? I asked. Even though I knew Will for years, it was the first time he told me that he was not only a pharmacist, but also a plant biologist who has studied hundreds of thousands of plants over the past 20 years and traveled all over the world in search of natural remedies that would be stronger than any other chemically made medication. He had worked for one of the big pharma companies making studies for them. But each time he was close to a big discovery, his project was suddenly taken away from him and he was told there are no more funds or the project had been canceled. It took him some time to realize what they were doing. The company did not want him to discover any cures because their purpose was not to treat diseases, but only to alleviate symptoms and make people buy more and more of that product. So anytime he was close to a cure, they would shut him down. Realizing how crooked the system was, he decided to quit his job and open his own laboratory. It was in his own laboratory where he selected and analyzed the plants for his wife's herbal infusion. He asked me if I would like to help him, which I gladly accepted. Because Will also had his job as a pharmacist, we mostly worked during the night. There were nights when I felt like giving up. But then, the sight of my damaged teeth when I was brushing them, the feeling of being useless and rejected by my loved ones, and the thought that any moment I could lose all my teeth gave me the strength I needed to push further. We worked tirelessly, not stopping until we had the perfect formula. In the end, we had 10 powerful ingredients sourced only from the purest locations from all over the world. The Alps Mountains of Europe, the fertile plains of India and Western China, and from the sunny plantations in South Africa. Moreover, after intensive lab testing, all the powerful herbs, plants, and minerals used have been proven to be 100% effective only in this formula, specifically calculated and adjusted to be absorbed by your body, treating your teeth from the inside and destroying the toxic clogs. How does this formula work so incredibly well? Please pay very close attention, because we didn't just discover a formula that restores your teeth from the inside out, but which also erases any trace of toxic clogs, keeping your teeth strong into old age. And now, for the first time ever, we can share the breakthrough secret of how this unique teeth restoring solution works in 5 simple steps. The first step: destroy the existing toxic clogs that have been suffocating the teeth, allowing the nutrients to reach their roots. After more than 50 trials and experiments, we found out that the most effective and fast way to do this was with the help of milk thistle. The active ingredient in milk thistle is called silymarin, a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory herb that can fight harmful microorganisms, including bacteria, viruses, and parasites, and eliminate toxins and chemicals from the organism. Another property that convinced us that milk thistle should be a star ingredient in our formula was the fact that it also strengthens a person's immune response, strengthening its ability to fight off infection, including gum inflammation. Now that the toxic clogs are destroyed, the infection eliminated, and the body can prevent toxic accumulations, it's time to move to the second step. The second step: boost the dental rebuilders to strengthen your teeth. I thought that Will lost his mind when he said that another ingredient that cannot be left out from our formula is cayenne pepper. But according to a study published in the International Journal of Preventive Medicine, the capsaicin compound contained by the cayenne pepper has strong anti-pain and anti-inflammatory properties. Also, research at the University of Michigan School of Dentistry discovered that the dental rebuilders respond to various stimuli such as cold and heat. So, even if you will not feel the pepper's heat in our formula, it will stimulate the dental rebuilders, turning them into hot furnaces and work faster to repair the teeth. We have analyzed hundreds of cayenne pepper varieties and chose the hottest one, the Ho Chi hot pepper from the faraway Vietnam. This one also has the most powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties shown to fight harmful microorganisms, including bacteria and viruses that attack your teeth. The third step: strengthen the enamel and turn it into a steel shield that cannot be penetrated. The enamel is the outer layer of the tooth, its shield. Unfortunately, once cavities start damaging the enamel, it cannot heal itself. That is why we needed a powerful ingredient such as zinc to do this hard work. Zinc is already found in your saliva and dental enamel, contributing to healthy teeth formation and the prevention of dental plaque. The zinc molecules attach to the teeth, filling the gaps that bacteria and acids have managed to carve into enamel, covering them up. But when it comes to zinc, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Zinc not only strengthens the tooth, but according to a Yale study, it also eliminates bad breath. Bad breath is in fact sulfur gas produced by protein-eating bacteria. What zinc does is keep this bacteria under control, therefore preventing it from releasing sulfur gas. If you think that you can get zinc supplements from your local store, you should know that most of them contain dangerous chemicals and harmful pesticides, which come with serious side effects such as vomiting, nausea, stomach cramps, loss of appetite, headaches, and diarrhea. Besides, our formula contains a precise quantity of zinc, specifically calculated after dozens of tests. The fourth step: strengthen the tooth roots and cement your teeth. To strengthen the root of the teeth, we need 2 ingredients: alpha-lipoic acid, or ALA, and green tea. Alpha-lipoic acid is an antioxidant that is naturally produced by your body to neutralize the harmful compounds such as chemicals and toxins. But our bodies can only produce a small quantity of ALA, not merely enough to block hundreds of toxins and eliminate the toxic clogs. That is why you need an increased quantity of ALA. This antioxidant reduces inflammation of the teeth, nerves, and gums. Now, the tooth roots can get access to much needed nutrients from the food, such as vitamin C, A, D, and K, calcium, potassium, and phosphorus, regaining their strength. The other start ingredient, green tea, is also a potent antioxidant. A study published in the British Dental Journal found that green tea strengthens teeth. This happens due to its fluoride content. You see, green tea accumulates fluoride from the soil, which is released into your body when you ingest the plant. Multiple studies and research have also shown that green tea protects against cavities and prevents tooth decay thanks to its strong antioxidant compounds called catechsin. But to benefit from its maximum potency, the green tea leaves have to be harvested only from mature plants and with minimal processing, only drying. The leaves must be rapidly heated by pan frying them for an exact number of seconds. The fifth and last step: completely rejuvenate your teeth and create an impenetrable shield around them. What can be more assuring than knowing that toxic clogs will never reach your teeth ever again, making them virtually indestructible? For this step, we added 2 ingredients: ginseng and banaba. Yes, we needed 2 strong fighters to withstand and hold back toxins and other enemies that would even get near your teeth. Experts have touted ginseng as the herb that eliminates accumulated toxins from the body. We have sourced this plant from the originating area in Shandong, China, making sure that we have used it in its purest, strongest form so that it can directly dissolve the toxic clogs and flush them away from the tooth. But while ginseng works from the inside of the tooth, its partner, the banaba plant, works tirelessly from the outside. What it does is to create a protective cloth over the teeth, keeping bacteria and acids away. The moment our formula gets in touch with your saliva, it releases microscale banaba particles that adhere to your teeth, protecting them. We knew that if we did not work with only 100% natural ingredients, all our work would be in vain. There was no room for shortcuts. We had invested too much time, money, energy, and sleepless nights to find this perfectly calculated formula, so we would not cut any corners to cut costs. It was time to put to test this amazing formula, and I could not wait a second more. Will, too, was thrilled that he had found the right combination of plants that would finally put an end to his wife's dental problems. After the first days, I didn't notice a thing. But a few days later, something had clearly changed. There was no pain, my gums were pink, and my teeth whiter, and the amazing results continued. Half the plaque had disappeared. My cavities somehow were smaller. I could finally eat solid food without the fear of pain or a tooth falling. I was feeling that the formula was working on the inside of my tooth too. It was like a tingling sensation in my gums, and I could see how my teeth were becoming whiter, starting with the upper side, where they are attached to the gums. And after such a long time, I was again waking up next to my wife, kissing and cuddling in bed in the morning. I could not express in words how much I have missed this. Excited, I called Will to tell him about these unbelievable results. He also had news for me. His wife, who at first had little hope that this formula would work, was over the moon when she saw that it was more efficient than dozens of painful and expensive dental procedures that she had done. But we had to be 101% sure that the formula really worked and tested on other people too. So, both me and Will shared it with family members, friends, and even neighbors that had dental problems of various degrees. From a few cavities and occasional tooth pain to swollen gums and advanced periodontal disease, an advanced form of gum disease that begins with inflammation and bleeding and ultimately causes your teeth to fall. We waited for a few days, and then we started calling them to get their feedback. The results I saw were astounding. Not a single person reported tooth pain, gum inflammation, plaque, or bad breath. And most importantly, no loose teeth. It was clear we couldn't keep this life-saving protocol all to ourselves. All the suffering had to end, and we needed to make our discovery accessible to as many people as possible, no matter the sacrifice. I managed to make a personal loan at the bank, and Will used all his connections to find someone who owned a small, CGMP, natural pharmaceutical company. So, you can rest assured that every capsule is manufactured in the USA in our FDA-approved and GMP-certified facility under sterile, strict, and precise standards, so you can be 100% sure it's safe, clean, and of the highest quality. Moreover, the capsules are non-GMO. They do not contain any dangerous stimulants or toxins, and they are not habit-forming. This is how we managed to create a clinically proven and all-natural supplement available for anyone who's tortured by gum disease or tooth decay. It's called Dentivive, a completely natural solution you can safely use to rebuild your gums and teeth starting today. Once Dentivive enters your bloodstream, it will start. Dissolve the toxic clogs, flushing them out of your body. Increase the activity of dental rebuilders and heal the tooth from the inside. Stop the infections and pain. Eliminate bad breath. Stop gum bleeding. Destroy dental plaque and prevent it from forming again. Strengthen your teeth so you won't live with the fear that a tooth might fall at any moment. Protect your teeth with its invisible shield. And all this without you having to go to the dentist ever again and not spend your hard-earned money and savings on painful dental procedures that do more harm than good. You will regain your confidence of having healthy, white teeth without cavities. You will smile again without covering your mouth with your hand, and you will kiss your loved ones without seeing them turn their heads in disgust. To create Dentivive, we've sourced only the purest, highest quality plants, herbs, minerals, and vitamins, measured the exact quantities needed, and put them into an easy-to-swallow capsule to take twice a day after breakfast or lunch, whatever fits you best. Every capsule is manufactured in the USA in our FDA-approved and GMP-certified facility under sterile, strict, and precise standards, so you can be 100% sure it's safe, clean, and of the highest quality. Moreover, Dentivive capsules are non-GMO. They do not contain any dangerous stimulants or toxins, and they are not habit-forming. On the contrary, we have developed this formula precisely to fight the toxins and chemicals which attack our bodies every single day. Not only is Dentivive revolutionary in its approach, but it can be used by anyone, at any age, regardless of their medical condition. Even after years of tooth decay. To date, more than 87,000 Americans just like you have already used the Dentivive personally or shared it with a loved one. Check out just a few from the messages we have received from people just like you who tried Dentivive maybe as a last resort to save their teeth. Emily S., 57, from Scottsdale, Arizona, who wrote, "I can now laugh from the bottom of my heart without scaring people away with my decayed teeth. It feels amazing to be free and not have my teeth anymore." Henry M., 65, from San Jose, California, who wrote, "I was sick and tired of the constant tooth pain and the tons of pills I was taking. Now I can enjoy life again. I will share Dentivive with everyone I know." Richard D., 63, from Atlanta, Georgia, who wrote, "I cannot tell you how much I regret spending more than $10,000 on dental procedures. If I only knew sooner about this amazing product, and I will make sure I will stock up on this." As unbelievable as it sounds, Dentivive can do all of this and more. It can change your life, and you can experience the amazing results if you start using it as soon as possible. The solution is much simpler than you'd think, and you can get access to everything in the next 90 seconds. Of course, you could go to a dentist who will torture you with painful dental methods to restore your decayed teeth. Or maybe he'll tell you that the only solution is to replace all your teeth with expensive implants that not only will leave you broke, but might put you into a coma, as it happened to me. Or you could put your hopes into top brand toothpaste, mouthwash, or dental floss, which, as you have seen in the studies above, are filled with dangerous chemicals and toxins that harm your teeth. All are a waste of money, time, and energy, and you know it. They won't get you well in a million years. Unlike Dentivive, that can get the job done while keeping your gums and teeth safe from future dental disorders. So, given all that, it should be pretty easy to see why we initially thought that selling Dentivive for $399 would be the ultimate bargain. That's less than a gum graft surgery, and certainly a lot less than the cost of a dental implant. Plus, with Dentivive, you don't run the risk of infections or even face nerve damage, as it's 100% natural and side effect free. When you think about all of that, it should be pretty clear why both I and the more than 87,000 people who have already used Dentivive personally think that $399 is a steal. Except here's the thing. The purpose of Dentivive is to give people back what no dental procedure can: happiness and confidence. I've seen firsthand how using Dentivive gave me my life back, got me rid of all the pain, fear, and humiliation. Now, I don't have to lose sleep at night worrying about whether another one of my teeth will fall or not, whether I will have no teeth left in the following months or even weeks. Plus, I know the desperation of being sick and broke with no money to take care of myself, which is why I'm not going to ask you to invest anywhere near the $399 I was initially going to price this at, or even $299, or $199, or heck, even $99. Instead, and only if you act today through the special website you're now on, you'll be able to get Dentivive for the small, one-time investment of just $69. That's right, just $69, plus free shipping anywhere in the US. What can be easier than this? Simply choose your package, click the buy button, and Dentivive will be delivered in a few days right to your door. So before you order, you should know that Dentivive needs time to repair the damage that the toxic clogs, bacteria, and acids have done to your teeth. The longer you've been suffering from tooth decay and gum damage, the harder Dentivive will work to restore it. That is why we recommend you take the supplement for at least 90 days. It's all about giving your body enough time to process and take full advantage of all the plant extracts and steadily locate and destroy the toxic clogs and ultra boost the activity of the dental rebuilders. And because I know how hard it is to live with throbbing teeth pain, inflamed bleeding gums, and bad breath, I've set up a discounted package system of 6 bottles of Dentivive for you. For only $49 a bottle, plus free shipping, offered today only for as long as supplies last. Keep in mind that once we run out of bottles, the Buy Now button will not be active anymore until we make another batch again, which takes around 6 to 9 months at least. So when I advise you to buy 6 bottles of Dentivive, it's not for us to get rich, but for you to enjoy a product which might become very difficult to find in the future or that might not be on the market for long. You must know that Dentivive is selling incredibly fast, and once it will be sold out, it will take us at least 6 to 9 months to produce a new batch. Not only because we're accepting only the purest ingredients, but also because when an ingredient is clinically proven to work so well, big pharma companies buy up all the supplies of this plant to eliminate their competition and be able to sell their expensive products filled with chemicals and preservatives. If big pharma companies keep making things difficult for us, we will not be able to manufacture the product for long. We do not have the money or power to withstand their obstacles. So, think fast and click the 6-bottle package or any other package that you want below to secure your order. Consider this the most precious gift you have ever made for yourself. Yes, 1 bottle of Dentivive stops the pain, gum bleeding, and decay while your teeth regain their healthy look and feel. 3 bottles are enough to eliminate any infection, helping your teeth to heal themselves from the inside, saving you thousands of dollars in painful root canals and expensive dental implants. But 6 bottles of Dentivive eliminate any trace of toxic clogs, blocking your teeth, tighten your loose gums, and cement the teeth roots. Dentivive heals your teeth from inside out, and this is something that no other product or dental procedure is able to do. Besides this, only 6 bottles of Dentivive will make your teeth virtually indestructible against future tooth decay. When you think about it, you can have so much with so little effort. Simply click the Buy button below after choosing the best package for you, and you'll end up on our secure checkout page. Enter your payment details, place the order, and in a few short days from this moment, you'll get Dentivive delivered to your home. We want you to be as safe as possible during these hard times. That is why each bottle of Dentivive is carefully sanitized and disinfected before being placed in the box. You'll also benefit from our full 60 days money-back guarantee. A full 60 days money-back guarantee. What is this, you might wonder? Well, it means that you have 60 days to try Dentivive since the moment you buy it. If by the 60th day you do not feel any improvement, you can return the bottles and get your money back. It doesn't matter if you used up the entire supplement, you still have your money safely returned to your account. No hidden fees or subscriptions, just a safe and secure one-time simple payment. I am taking all the risk here, and you know what? I'm happy to do it. I want you to feel as safe as possible with this purchase and really understand that we want Dentivive to change your life too and offer you the happy and healthy smile you so much deserve. So go ahead, choose your package and say maybe by clicking the Buy Now button below right now. If not Dentivive, then what else could restore your teeth and keep decay and gum diseases away? So think fast. Will you keep spending thousands of dollars a year on drugs and dental procedures that cause more pain and discomfort than actually offering solid results? Or just accept the pain and the thought that at any moment you could lose a tooth or more? Yes, you could choose to do any of the above, but why would you do that? It seems to me like a decision is pretty clear-cut here. Simply click the yellow button that you see below and get your instant, risk-free access to Dentivive right away. In the next few weeks, you will feel your teeth stronger than ever before, without the fear of tooth pain creeping up on you ever again or gum infection. Your loved ones will hug you again, even if you thought that your foul breath has pushed them away forever. Just imagine how that would feel. Let me tell you, it's an amazing feeling. Having your healthy teeth back, priceless. Sincerely, Michael Clark and Will Parker. Still here? That's fine. This letter covered so much information that it's only natural you have some questions. Let's take a quick moment to answer the most frequent questions asked by clients before they choose the Dentivive. 1. How does Dentivive work? Well, the way this works is pretty simple actually. Gum disease, tooth decay, or bad breath have nothing to do with how good your oral hygiene is, but with life-threatening toxic clogs that get trapped inside your teeth and blood vessels. These clogs prevent nutrients from the food you eat reach your teeth, practically starving them, killing them from the inside. This also makes them weaker to the constant acid and bacteria attack in your mouth. There is no way to destroy and eliminate these toxic clogs except for the natural but extremely potent ingredients which target these threats, eliminating them. This method is really inexpensive and has no side effects and works incredibly well. 2. Is this supplement for everyone? Yes. Dentivive is non-invasive, risk-free, and was designed for people of all ages and medical conditions. 3. When should I take Dentivive? We recommend you take 2 capsules each day with a big glass of water after breakfast or lunch, whichever you feel comfortable. 4. What kind of results can I expect to see? More than 87,000 people have now used the Dentivive, and the results have been remarkable. However, it depends on how quickly your body responds to the ingredients used in the formula. Some people see changes faster, while others may take longer. So, please allow at least 3 weeks to see a dramatic improvement. 5. How long will this supplement be available? I can't give you an exact answer here. I want it to stay up forever. However, as soon as the pharma companies found out about it, and I'm sure it will not take much longer, they will do anything in their power to take it down. And a medical sales representative and a pharmacist cannot withstand their influence. That means you really should get as much Dentivive as you can right now, especially since there is 0 risk to you. 6. What's that guarantee again? So the reason there is no risk for you is that you have a full 60 days to try the Dentivive for yourself. If, for any reason over the next 2 months you're not satisfied, you will have your entire investment returned. No dentist will ever do that. 7. I'm ready to buy. What do I do now? Simply choose your package by clicking on one of the options below and try out the product for 60 days with absolutely no risk. If you are unhappy for any reason, you'll be given a prompt refund. As simple as that.